Oh, welcome to my read aloud. I want to know how. Please excuse my stuffiness. Off. There you go. How do I take the. How do I take off the filter on this thing? I don't want it. Hi, JJ. I don't know what's happening. Anyways, let's get this party started. So nobody decided. Do we want to hear the "Who Moved My Cheese" or the magical yet? Nobody has a preference. How do I take off the filters? It's gonna drive me insane not to know how to figure this one out. Oh, here it is. Ah, there it is. I took the filter off. Figured it out. Go me. See, never give up. Even though I should have kept the filter. Oh my god. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Hi T. I'm gonna say T. I don't know how to say that name. I don't want to get it wrong. So, I want to read Who Moved My Cheese because it's one of my favorite books. So this book talks about change and how you decide what kind of person you're going to be with change. Because remember, change is not always bad. Change can be good. So, it's by Spencer John and Christian Johnson. Who Moved My Cheese for kids. And I know a lot of people are like, I'm not a kid. I like this version better because of the pictures. I have the adult version. It's like this much bigger. It's like 100 pages. But the message is the same. So yeah, an amazing way to change and win. Ow! I just smacked myself with the book. A note to parents about Who Moved My Cheese for Kids from Spencer Johnson. Many of the millions of people all around the world who have read Who Moved My Cheese say the same thing. They wish they had known the cheese story when they were younger. Wouldn't it be great if, as kids, we had known how to deal with change and win? Some years ago, our family moved over 5,000 miles to a place with a different culture. A few months after the boys began at a new school, their teachers marveled about how well they had adapted. They had grown up from the story of Who Moved My Cheese and saw that change could be fun and it could bring something better. This story really can help kids change and win. Your family may experience many different kinds of change, but whatever it is, we hope your children will enjoy this kids edition of the story, which has been created specifically for them, and that you'll find your own new cheese and enjoy it. Aww. Welcome to everyone. Once upon a time, there lived four little friends named Sniff, Scurry, Hem, and Aw. See them? They're cute. Every morning, they put on their running shoes and got ready to look for what made them happy. Magical cheese. I am very self-conscious reading out loud, so I might mess up sometimes, okay? So be patient with me. And I have an accent, so that throws me off sometimes, which is good because in my head I'm thinking, I'm translating. Magical cheese was special because when you found it, it made you feel good about yourself. It was hidden somewhere in a big maze where there were many different places to go. Sniff and Scurry were very smart and always remembered where they had been before. So they kept exploring in new places where the cheese might be. Sniff had a great nose. He could sniff the air and smell where the cheese was. Scurry had fast feet. He could scurry ahead and get to the cheese quickly. Him and Aw were also smart. They read books and studied maps to find the magical cheese. Let's try going this way, Aw would say. I'm not so sure, Him would answer. Him and Aw did not want to get lost in any dark corners. So they went through the maze slowly, one step at a time. Day after day, the four friends searched through the large maze to find the cheese. They went into the dark areas and ran into dead ends, but then they just turned around and headed off in a new direction. Then, all of a sudden, one lucky day, it happened. All four friends found something wonderful. What do you think it was? Comment, what do you think it was? What did they found? Hi everybody that just joined. No, cancel, don't do that. Cheese Station C. They found magical cheese. It was inside one of the large rooms called Cheese Station C. It had been there all the time, just waiting for someone to find it. Whoopee! Cried Aw. Hooray! Yelled Sniff and Scurry. Hem shouted, there's enough here to last us forever. Look at them all excited. Yeah. Sniff liked the orange slices that smelled nice. Scurry nibbled on the hard yellow cubes of cheese. Him liked the kind with holes in it. And Haw enjoyed the soft white cheese, shaped like a wheel. Hi, my love. Each began to imagine what the magical cheese could bring them. Sniff pictured himself playing with new friends. Excuse my stuffiness, friend. One of my friend's dogs is visiting me for a few days, and guess what? I'm allergic to him, but he's so cute. Once the book is done, I'll show you guys. Sniff pictured himself with new friends at Blue Cheese Park. Scurry imagined himself scoring the winning goal in cheese soccer. Ha saw himself bringing good grades at Rye Elementary School, and Ham dreamed he lived in a great home atop Swiss Cheese Hill. Later, as night fell, magical day! Hi, my love. Later, as night fell, they all headed towards their little houses. Magical day, my love. The next morning, Sniff and Scurry woke up early, laced up their running shoes. They raced through the maze. Shh, it's reading time. Shh. Thank you. We don't bark. Inside voices. Thank you. Okay. They raced through the maze straight to Cheese Station C. So you guys think the cheese is gonna be there? What I think is gonna happen? When they got there, Sniff smelled the cheese to see if it was still fresh, and Scurry measured it to see how much was left. When they were satisfied there was enough cheese for another day, they took off their running shoes and hung them around their necks so they'll find them quickly if they needed them again. Then Sniff and Scurry settled in and began to enjoy the magical cheese. Be nice. Be nice, guys. There's 3 beds there. Please be nice. I don't understand why. Nope. If we're not gonna share it, we're gonna separate. I'm watching you. We play nice in this house. There you go. Good girl. Good boy, Papash. Meanwhile, Hem and Haw slept later and later. We already know where the cheese is, Hem thought. I don't need to hurry. Ha yawned. I'm comfortable here in my bed. I'll just sleep a little more. Look at them. Having cheese makes you happy. When Hem and Haw finally arrived at Cheese Station C, they made themselves right at home. Hem built himself a cheese chair to relax. Haw wrote on the wall, "Having cheese makes you happy." Sorry, Zoe. You guys can be here. You see this stuff in this? That's a combination of YouTube. I know, life is hard. I know. I love you though. But from far right now, okay? Alright. Cheese Station C. Day after day, Sniff and Scurry got up early, hurried over to Cheese Station C and measured the cheese to see what was happening. But then, Hem and Haw slept later and later every day. They did not pay much attention to the cheese. They just expected it to always be there. Can you see what was happening to the cheese? What do you guys think was happening to the cheese? You guys are distracting me from my story. My dogs are distracting me. Sorry, guys. Then, one morning, Sniff and Scurry arrived early at Cheese Station C to find that the cheese was gone. They were not completely surprised since they had noticed that the supply of cheese had been getting smaller and smaller. They knew that they were going to have to go back into the maze to look for new cheese. I bet it would be just as good as the old cheese, said Scurry. Even better, said Sniff. He squealed. The new cheese would be even better. See how positive they are about finding the new cheese? Oh, it's gonna get better. Oh, my hair's a mess. Much later, Hem and Haw arrived at empty Cheese Station C. Carlos, leave her alone, please. Thank you. They looked around. They could not believe their eyes. Hem yelled, "What? No cheese? No cheese? Who moved my cheese?" Hem got very angry. He thought the cheese would always be his. Something he deserved to have. No matter what, he jumped up and down, shouting, "It's not fair!" Oh, he looks very angry. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to scare you. My bad. My bad. Ha was just as disappointed as Hem, but he did not yell or stomp his feet. Ha stood perfectly still, like a statue. He did not know what to do. He was shocked. Then Ha noticed something. Hem, he said, "Where's Sniff and Scurry?" Huh. Hem looked around. I don't know, he answered. I bet they went back into the maze to find new cheese, said Ha. Maybe we should too. Hi, beautiful. No, said Hem. I don't want to. It's too confusing out there in that maze. Remember how hard it was to find this cheese? It's safer to just wait until they put the old cheese back here again. Ha listened to his friend, and he became afraid too. I guess you're right, Hem, Ha said. The next day, Hem and Ha went back to empty Cheese Station C. Carlos, leave her alone. They were hoping the cheese would come back. Every day they waited and waited and waited, hoping for everything to be just like it was before. Carlos, please leave my child alone. That's not nice. Carlos, no te lo vuelvo a repetir. Déjala tranquila. Meanwhile, Sniff and Scurry were sniffing and scurrying through the maze looking for new cheese. Some days they found little bits of magical cheese and stopped for a quick snack. They always left some behind for their friend Hem and Haw. Then they found a new area of the maze. It was called Carlos. No, thank you, Papa. I know you need to slow down. You know you can do all that emotion. You need to slow down when you drink your water, otherwise you're gonna choke. I know it's not gonna go anywhere. You're old, Papa. Zoe, can you stop trying to play with him while he drinks his water? You're not helping the situation. Thank you. Then they found a new area of the maze. It was called Cheese Station N. The cheese supplies was 10 times bigger than the one back at Cheese Station C. Uh-oh, Carlos, you're interrupting my story. Uh-oh. 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 Yes, so Carlos wants attention because that's what he does when he wants like that. But him and Hall were still waiting back at empty Cheese Station C. Finally, Hall looked at his friend and started laughing. Ha, look at us. We look funny. Things have changed, but we haven't changed. Ham was too mad to laugh, but when Hall laughed at himself, he felt better. Then Hall wrote on the wall, what would you do if you weren't afraid? Han knew, let's go into the maze then. But Ham said, no, I don't want to. For a change, Hall did not listen to him. He said, it's time to change and find new magical cheese. Ha shouted, it's maze time, and ran into the maze. At first, Ha was nervous because he did not know what was going to happen. But the more Ha thought about how much he would enjoy new magical cheese, the more confident he became. He felt free. He wondered, why do I feel so good? And he wrote, Ha realized it was because he was not afraid anymore. He wrote on the wall, when you stop being afraid, you feel good. I hope that Ham might come along and read that handwriting on the wall. Ha even drew arrows to show which way he was going. Then he ran into the maze, and there, around the corner, he came upon Cheese Station E and found hold that thought, friends. 2 seconds. Leave her alone. That's why you can't breathe. Go with it. Zoe, come here. You okay, Mama? Here. Come on, beautiful. Okay, back to the story. Sorry, friends. Then he ran into the maze, and there, around the corner, he came upon Cheese Station E and found nothing. Thank you. Who moved my cheese? Cheese Station E was empty, except for a few bites of cheese. I bet there used to be more cheese here, but Sniff and Scurry probably ate it. Ha said, if I had just changed faster, I could have shared it with them. He went over and wrote on the wall of Cheese Station E, the sooner you let go of old cheese, the sooner you find new cheese. Okay? Remember that. Zoe, please stop, Mama. I can't have you in here. You know that. That's why I can't breathe. As Hall went into new areas of the maze, he found more and more bits of magical cheese. It did not taste anything like the old cheese he was used to. I was surprised. It tasted better. I'll go back and tell him all about it. So he went back through the maze all the way back to find his friend in station cheese C. Is he your good friend? See, he went back. You're so pretty. Aw, thank you. Let me read the comments. I miss you guys. When Hall arrived, he found Hem lying on the floor. Hem, he cried. Hem. Hem said weakly, huh? I'm so glad to see you. It's lonely here. Did you find any more cheese out there? The kind that I like? The one with the holes in it? I miss you too. Well, no, said Hall, but I did find few bits of new magic cheese. It's really good. Here, try some. Oh no, said Hem. I don't think I'll like it. I'll just wait here until put my old cheese back. Uh-oh. Relax, Zoe. Hem, the old cheese is gone, said Hall. It's time for us to find new cheese. I know it seems scary at first, but once you get going, it's fun, I promise. No, said Hall stubbornly. So sadly, Hall waved goodbye and went back into the maze. Relax, Zoe. I'm almost done, Mama. Hal was sad because his friend would not change, but he was not going to stay empty. In Cheese Station C, feeling sorry for himself, he wanted to explore the maze as he believed he could find new cheese. Soon, Hal raced along and exclaimed, Aha! I feel good because I have changed. I'm doing something new. It's fun. I like the new me. Oh my god, my allergies are just getting worse. What is happening? I'm gonna show you guys the reason why my allergies are getting like this after I finish this book. Okay? Bear with me. Then Hal entered the darkest part of the maze. To help him find his way, Hal imagined his new magical cheese. He pictured himself finding it and enjoying this new magical cheese. He felt better and better and better. Hal thought, seeing this picture is like having a dream, even while I'm wide awake. It seems so real. What do you think your new cheese could be? The more Hal imagined himself finding something better, the easier it was for him to find his way. He stopped and wrote on the wall, imagining new cheese helps you find it. When Hal moved on, he found himself in a part of the maze with new smells and new colors. It was brighter and welcoming. Then Hal rounded the corner and was absolutely amazed at what he saw. Can you guess what it was? Right in front of her was Cheese Station N. Wow! Look at all this new magical cheese! Hal exclaimed. He dove right into it, just like he had imagined. Then shouted, this is better than the old cheese. Cheese, 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 everywhere cheese. Hal's dream had come true. He was so happy. Then he heard the sound of laughter. Hal looked over and saw Sniff and Scurry, who were so glad that Hot had arrived, Hot realized, I should have moved to the new cheese sooner, the way Sniff and Scurry did. Ha helped Scurry measure the cheese to see how much was really there. From now on, I'm going to pay attention to what's happening with the cheese. Then he wrote on the wall, smell the cheese often so you know when it's getting old. Later, Hot thought about his journey through the maze. He had learned a lot. It seemed like only yesterday he believed change happened to him. Like when someone moved his cheese from cheese station C. Now he realized that the best change happens inside of you. Like when you believe a change can lead to something better. After thinking about this time in the maze, he wrote on the wall what he had learned. Zoe, relax, mama. That's why you're breathing so hard, because you're jumping and jumping and jumping. Just relax. Patience is key. I know. You want to come inside, but mommy can't breathe. The handwriting on the wall. Having cheese makes you happy. Hi, my love. What would you do if you weren't afraid? When you stop being afraid, you feel good. The sooner you let go of old cheese, the sooner you find new cheese. Imagining new cheese helps you find it. Smell the cheese often so you know when it's getting old. Move to the new cheese and enjoy it. All of a sudden, Ha thought he heard something somewhere. A sound somewhere in the maze. Was someone coming? Had Hem read the handwriting on the wall and found his way? Ha turned his head and crossed his fingers for good luck. He hoped with all his might that maybe his friend was finally able to. Zoe, that is metal. You're not gonna cut through that, mama. Don't do that. Move to the new cheese and enjoy it. The end. So, now that you know the story of Who Moved My Cheese, 4 kids, what do you think? Do you think Hem changed? Are you Sniff, Scurry, Hem, or Ha? Could Ha change his friend Hem? Or can you only change yourself? What do you do when your cheese is moved? What could your new magical cheese be? And how could you do something new to change and win today? So if you were listening from the beginning, I hope you guys know that this book had nothing to do with cheese. It's just that everybody loves cheese and it's a very easy concept to understand. So, how do you make your way through the maze of change? Sometimes you act like Sniff, who sniffs out change early, meaning that they move with change. Hi, my love. I know it's you. How are you? I miss you. Are you Scurry, who scurries into action? Or Hem, who denies and resists change as he fears it will lead to something worse? Or are you Ha, who learns to adapt in time when he sees changing can lead to something better? So, whatever part of us we choose to use, we all share something in common and need to find our way in the maze of changing in changing times. In other words, You need to move with the cheese and enjoy it, no matter where it takes you. So, and as promised, let me show you guys the reason for my allergies. I only been having this tiny little creature with me for this. Today's the second day. And if you guys have been here listening to my story, listening to my read aloud, you guys haven't heard me sniffle. So, are y'all ready? Because y'all not ready for this. So you guys know Carlos. That's Zoe. Hi, Zoe. Carlos over there.
But let me introduce you guys to Riley. Look at this tiny little thing. Say hi.
Guess what? Riley, I am allergic to all that hair that Riley has. You see this beautiful little thing? Yeah. This is the reason for my allergies. Yeah. Yeah. Say hi. But isn't he perfect?
Aren't you so perfect?
Yes, you are. And I can barely be around you because I get so stuffy. But you're so perfect. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And I give you snuggles every so often. And I gotta go. Bye. Bye, friends. Love ya. How do I do this?